So, red-white Chads. We've got Gideon of the Trials here that gives us an emblem that says, as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. We also have Platinum Angel here, which is a similar line of text. And we utilize Transmogrify alongside tokens from Birth, Karn, Scion of Urza, Castle Ardenvale, as well as just transmogrifying our Gideons up into Platinum Angel here. And then we combine this "you can't lose the game" text with cards like Chance for Glory here that say you get an extra turn for just 3 mana, but then you lose the game at the end of that turn, as well as Glorious End, which ends the current turn, but then again, you lose the game at the end of that following turn. So if you've watched us play this deck before, it's a bit of a combo control deck. This card notably gives your things indestructible permanently, which means that if you put Platinum Angel into play and then Chance for Glory makes this indestructible, and then Platinum Angel makes you not lose from Chance for Glory. We also have Lightning Helix and some sweepers to keep the board in check. And then I'm trying out some Karn Scion of Urza here today. We had played 3 mana Chandra in previous builds. She was like, okay. She like flashes back Chance for Glory and Helix, which is nice on occasion, but this generates Karn advantage, lets you draw extra cards every turn, so that could be appealing in terms of assembling other important things, and it's like technically an alt-win con in terms of making some constructs for us. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how we feel about red-white Chads and Karn today. But I'm glad chat caught my Karn advantage joke. I try. I really do try, chat. Mr. Steven Universe, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a ton of great people you can send that to every single month. Thanks for sending it this way this month. Wrath of God in the opener, probably pretty good against Basic Forest. Hey, good nuts, welcome back. Morning, Avocado. Feels like this might be my first sub not in March 2020. Big mood. Whenever this enters the battlefield, but 1 counter target creature control when it attacks, but 1 counter target creature with 1 counter already on it. Interesting. Alright, well, I definitely need to murder one of these. Probably this one. Heathen, thanks for the 23 months. Nix, thanks for the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel this morning. I think I need to kill one of those just in case we break out our 4th land next turn. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time to drop off that Prime, Mr. Steven. Wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. Yikes. Hey, look at distraction.
To aid in the assault. Share in my light.
Fear and Dex, thanks for the follows. Good afternoon. Kenny! Welcome to the channel. Good morning. It's a really powerful magic card. To be fair, if we break out a land, we're still dead next turn, so like...
Curse the darkness.
Well... I didn't brick on a land, chat. I didn't brick on a land. Man, I'm ready to be hyper annoyed when there's no banner restricted update today. I'm losing the faith, chat. It should have been up by now. I'm scared. I guess if there's not going to be a BNR update today, we still just have the ability to house ban it, right? If we don't get news today, I'm gonna publish the next Hoaglandia Open tournament on Melee, and Oracle will be house banned. They've shown up as late as 1 or 2 Eastern. Okay. What is consistency? Mr. G the Fox. Good morning, good morning. Maybe they're waiting till after lunch, something like that.
Cause. Your light will cleave the darkness. I've got it. Prepare for battle.
See, when you see something like Toski in their deck, I suddenly feel a lot less bad that they bricked on Company game 1, right? Because, like, they almost assuredly bricked on Company because they're playing a bunch of cards like Toski that, like, aren't Company hits. Okay, I need you to get out of here because that music can get Daddy in trouble. Don't get me copy struck, child. So we have made Angel indestructible. This is only till end of turn, so making it Vivian 2, yeah, just like. Opponent just with like a giant pile of cards that
I believe in you, friend.
that are bricks on their Company.
This is why I don't trust people.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use these as fog / counterspell here. I kind of want them to attack with Toski.
I'll return with
Although we'll definitely do that. I guess we just do this and then attack them for 8.
Good triumphs this day.
Lose the game? No, I don't think I will. Where does the Vivian go when they cast Glorious Hand? It gets exiled. Everything on the stack goes away. You should know that WotC scouts your stream and they're waiting to publish the BNR until you sign off for the day. Lol. You know, they know it's gonna make me unhappy, so they're waiting till I sign off.
That's enough. I will lend you my strength.
So in Magic, can't always beats can.
Not again.
Alright, well, we're dead, but, like, their deck building. I hope my opponent bricks on several more collected companies today. Because they actually cast more spells that collected company doesn't hit than they cast spells that collected company hits in that set. So, like, I always feel like a little bad when like people miss on their company, but then like they start showing you that they've made poor deck building choices, and you're like, you deserve this one. Maybe they side out company game 2. Yeah, listen. If you're building your deck to side out company game 2, you probably just shouldn't play company to begin with. Hey, Rant, thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, people that work at Wizards of the Coast keep tabs on all of the big content creators that play their game. Whether they like them or not, they want to know like what people in their space are doing and what they're talking about and promoting. Almost assuredly. They don't have to like me to know that I'm useful. I make the money, chat. Think of all the wild cards you've spent that you wouldn't have spent if my stream didn't exist. This stream is responsible for many Nicol Bolas the Ravager. Many a Nicol Bolas the Ravager have been crafted as a direct result of this stream. Before you, I thought I'd keep accumulating mythic wildcards. Hey, Right Tree, thanks for the sub gift. Appreciate it. Do 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 do. They could take Gideon here. Taking Gideon's kind of like a 2-for-1 because it like turns Chance for Glory off for the time being. I assume we're losing this or this depending on what their hand looks like. Better than missing, I guess. The temple didn't even scry, chat. Literally unplayable. Is Blood Sun good in Historic? Blood Sun's not actively good in that, like, it's super meaningful disruption, but Blood Sun paired with Lotus Field could be a meaningful ramp engine that also, like, incidentally disrupts your opponent on occasion. Finishing top 1200 on either ladder in Arena in a given month gives you access to the qualifier tournament for the following month. And they bolted themselves here, right? So they must have village rights. Or they're a Death Shadow variation. Usually Stitcher Supplier means no Death Shadow, though. Really surprised they didn't take Gideon.
This is a plane worth saving.
Maybe I'm just supposed to make the emblem before they can kill my boy. And we could just get like Thirsted here or Spark Harvested. Yeah, I probably should have made an emblem. We're gonna Wrath the Arcanist here, because otherwise they just get to Flashback Thoughtseize and take it next turn. I guess if I make an emblem there, and they end up doing what they did here. Oh, they had Village Rites too, huh? Oh, that was good, I guess. The problem here is we likely just get buried from this point. Like, they have Luris and they have Looting still to provide selection, and eventually they're gonna find a Caraxa here. So Transmogrify is pretty bad here because our opponent can regularly kill our creatures. Rip Apart and Rest in Peace are good. Chandra helps us clean out their board. Would making an emblem have saved me? No, it ends up not mattering. If I would have emblemed there, my opponent would have actually just been able to attack the Gideon for 3, and they would have Flashback Thoughtseize and taken the Wrath I got or something else. So my decision ultimately did not matter. If we trim Glorious ended this matchup, it's just kind of like an awkward counterspell for the most part. They're pretty good at picking apart our Planeswalker and our... Hey, we have Rest in Peace in the opener, but they're a Thoughtseize deck, so like there's a good chance we don't get to guess this. Yep. I like the pause here, like there could be a card they're taking other than Rest in Peace. Mana put it.
Let me lead the charge.
They're taking notes on your hand. Give them a minute. Thanks for the follow. We do have a solid curve here still. 2, 3, 4. And spend all our mana every turn after discard spell is nice. And maybe the Karn advantage from Corporate Karn here can pull us back into the game. Afternoon Magic awesome. Okay. Swing and a miss at least.
Not right. I don't think so.
And are you certain of your decision?
Even White Castle is pretty decent here. Want to work on our land drops towards Platinum Angel, and it's a utility land at that. Come on, just a Drake. Thanks for ripping that Prime support. Welcome back. White Castle is never decent. Rude. I like White Castle plenty. Fine. Don't Thoughtseize me. God, it's America. Ugh. What's going on, Hurt? It's from 32. I think we've died, chat. Yeah, but at least like with the one they milled, they would have had to choose between my two spells. Now they get both of them. Come on, wizards, do the right thing. Give me Winota today.
Hit or two.
Give me Winota.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
Prepare for battle.
Just make a token blocker here. It means that they want to pressure my planeswalkers. The ban announcement usually goes up 45 minutes ago. It also usually goes up on Mondays, though, so, like, all bets are off.
Retreat.
The Winota ban was on a random date, so the unban must also be random.
Curious choice.
Well, we were really hoping to find a copy of Wrath of God or Day of Judgment here. Fortunately, a second copy is looting us. Winota was banned on a Monday. She was not. She was banned on a Wednesday or a Thursday, completely out of cycle with no notice. I think letting the community decide when bans happen would be a mistake. I don't want to live on that roller coaster. Yeah, that roller coaster does not sound like a good time.
I do not feel pain.
I do not feel pain.
Your patience is rewarded.
Twitch plays format management does not sound like a pleasant experience. I mean, like, for the record, if they, like, ban Tainted Pact instead of banning Oracle, I won't really be upset. Like, I don't have like a super vested interest. I think that would be the wrong card to ban, but I also think like it's marginal in terms of like that one versus the other. Yeah, as long as they stop me from dying on turn 3 to that deck, I'll be content. I'd be fair, I'd only ban cards I lose to. There's an honest person right there. Love the honesty. Massage, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I assume they have a removal spell here. Alright, we got 3 sweepers and 41 cards. I ban Thoughtseize so fast as a combo player. Yep. Alright, so we got 2 shots at a sweeper here.
allies. I'll make use of that later.
So, it feels kind of bad to hit Wrath of God there, but there's a third Karn in my deck here, and Karns can grab cards that other Karns have exiled. So I still technically have the same number of sweepers to draw to. It's just one of them's a Karn Scion of Urza now. Yeah, this Karn also gains 6. I have 2 Platinum Angels in my deck too, right? No, 1 Platinum Angel, 1 got discarded.
Virtue will always triumph. It's just you and me.
Oh, look at all these planeswalker-shaped distractions, chat. That's why I waited the Lightning Helix here. That way they couldn't village rates it in response, or if they were going to, it was going to be during their upkeep. I think with the Helix draw, we're actually starting to get a little bit ahead here, right? Maybe? White Castle is like doing its best to keep us in the game for sure. We've got like almost 10% of our deck is sweepers at the moment. We've got 3 and 35 cards, a little under 10%. What's going on, Vespian? Yeah, we're treading water just fine at the moment. Yeah, I agree. If we find a sweeper, we're suddenly ahead. Like, I'm only taking 5 on this attack. Even another Lightning Helix probably puts us to an ahead position. Like, kill this, and then suddenly my castle goes toe-to-toe with their elementals. Nicol Bolas, Planeswalker. Thank you for the entire year of support. Welcome back. Nice. The old triple black make a 1/1. Love it. Okay, not quite the Helix I wanted for Christmas, but shuts that off. I think we're still... Are we still dead in 2 here? They're attacking for 8. I'm taking 6, and the next turn I'm taking 5. Yeah, I have to draw something live next turn, because I'll be attacking. I'm taking 7. They're attacking for 9. Need a Gideon or a Platinum Angel here. One Gideon of the Trials.
Yup, you're going down.
So close. So close. So close. One point off. 1 point off. Second Chandra would have also been lethal. Helix wouldn't have done it because then Chandra wouldn't have dealt. Oh no, second Chandra wouldn't have done either, right? Because then we wouldn't have done damage. Oh, Helix would have done it because we would have attacked for 1. Yeah, close game, close game. If I hadn't blocked with their token, would they have died? Yeah, if I hadn't blocked with the token. I mean, like, I only had 3 Chandras in my deck, and they could have, like, if I don't block with my token there, chat, they just, like, play Lurrus, right? They understand what I'm playing to. Thank you for the tier 3, Wellborn. I appreciate the 20 months. Welcome back. I'm excited for some more Ghosts too, Jack. That was really good on Monday. Definitely ending on some more Ghosts of Tsushima this afternoon. We're gonna play this Chad's deck for a little bit, then we're gonna play some more Temur Kasmina. I got a build of that looks sweet that I want to try some new things in. This is longer than it was last week, or was it that month? Which March is it again? Thanks for the 41, Tailred. Like, we'll figure it out eventually. Afternoon, Satori Cake. I like Karn in this build so far. I don't know that I dislike Karn. We've just been getting beat up so far, but the getting beaten up isn't really the fault of Karn. Do we ever get a build around for Bant Kasmina? I don't think so, but now I feel like I can't remember if someone actually sent me a donation for that or they just talked about it. I'm gonna go back and double check my log. I feel like someone donated for that. And maybe I missed it. I'm gonna go back and look now. What's going on, Tron? I keep this on the draw. Get 2 shots to land. If we find land 2, we'll get to land 3. Tainted Pact or something sweet, opponent. Statistically tainted pack. Super Strange coming in hot with the brand new Prime support. Thanks for the Bezo bucks. Gifted my first sub. Want to let it roll. Thanks for the decks and the content. Welcome back, Banebot. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Yeah, there's some of the Grixis variations don't play Lurrus because they play things like Crackling Drake. I think there were like, of the 32 pack decks in the MPL, like 4 or 5 of them weren't playing Lurrus. Joke's on you, opponent. I wasn't drawing a second land anyways. We'll play long enough to see what they're doing, but I assume we're dead here at this point. Which is fine too, because like, if they're playing Tainted Pack, we basically mulliganed twice anyways, so we probably weren't winning even if we found lands. Am I dead yet? Yes, definitely Tainted Pact. Going on, Dibbles. Thanks for the 23 months. Hey, thanks to whoever checked out the Star Trek promo. Appreciate you supporting the stream. If you're a non-sub that did that, be sure to drop me a DM with a screenshot of your account at level 3, and I'd be happy to gift you a sub. Yeah, we're on 23 lands plus 4 Birth of Meletis, I believe. So like 27 virtual lands. The reason for the Pact decks to play Snow Basics, because Tainted Pact cares about the names of your lands too. So playing Snow Basics means you can play one Basic Swamp and one Snow Basic Swamp, because they technically have different names. So Pact of Negation and Mana Tithe are obviously both great here. Probably just Chandra as a way to close the game out. I was playing Star Trek yesterday. It's fine. We played it on stream before, Red Link. If you like base building resource management mobile games, it's reasonable. It's one of the better of that style of game. Matchwood Nexus and World Tree. Nah, I don't think that's competitive, Steven. It's just too slow and clunky. Been lurking on YouTube for well over a year now. But after that Tilter match against Pact you uploaded, I had to subscribe because even I yelled out, "Come the F on." Thanks for dropping off the Prime Peachy. Good afternoon. Ninja Turtle Jr., thanks for the sub gifties. Good morning, good morning. Opponent trying to figure out how to sideboard against our pile of red-white cards. And the Legion's end in the second game was like the icing on the bad beats cake. The Black-White Vampires set from yesterday has a lot of good television in it. We did not, Bob. It's been a rough set for the Chads this morning. I wasn't quite sure when we first started if I liked this deck better or worse than the Vodrok taking turns, the Jeskai deck. And the more I've played it, I definitely think this deck's like a less consistent version of that. It just doesn't have the card selection to tie the room together as nicely. This deck's neat when it works, but it's, the mix of things it needs to hit is rough sometimes. Leona Dav, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. Think we'll see any of the archives unbanned? No. I also think Bolt would be an incredibly awful toxic card to have in the format. Magic players often Magic players often ask themselves the wrong question, in my opinion, when they talk about is a card too good or good. Is a card. Magic players often ask themselves the question: is something too strong to add to the format? And that's the wrong question to ask, in my opinion. What you should be asking is, what value does adding this card add to the format? And in my opinion, a card creates value when being added to a format if it adds new decks to the format that weren't previously playable. So, for example, something like Winota or Fires of Invention, these are powerful cards that would likely introduce new Tier 1 or Tier 2 decks to the format that aren't capable of existing without those cards being legal. Lightning Bolt, on the other hand, almost assuredly doesn't add new archetypes to the format. Lightning Bolt just takes existing red decks and makes them more powerful while simultaneously invalidating a large swath of creatures that have 3 toughness. In a format where the best comparison is, think about what Bone Crusher Giant does in Standard. That's what Lightning Bolt would do in Historic. The same way Bone Crusher Giant invalidates all creatures that have like 2 or more mana with only 2 toughness, Lightning Bolt would invalidate basically every 3+ mana creature with 3 toughness or less, because it would just be so popular and prevalent. Banned and restricted article is gone. Chat, it really is true what they say. Hope is the worst thing in the world. They gave me hope, chat. And now it's been taken away. Why would you do this to me? Hope is so toxic. It's so toxic. Are we still getting not authorized? Is chat wrong? Chat, why would chat lie to me? Come on now. To hurt me? Chat likes to watch me be in pain, chat. Why must you hurt me this way, chat? What did I do to you? What did I, Talkie Box Man on your TV, do to you to be hurt this way?
You wanna go, tough guy? Oh, this?
Oh, yeah. One Chad, please. I'm ready for him, Chad. I'm ready for him.
If it's a fight you want, then a fight you'll get.
A fight you'll get.
It's time to give up.
Did you hear Gideon, opponent? He's given you solid advice. Oh, is this the part where they just tutor for a way to kill Gideon and then we die? I think we might have died by mistake, chat. Poor Gideon, he was too pure for this world. I assume they have a murderous rider, baleful mastery, or whatnot here.
We still have a chance.
You're wrong, Gideon. We don't. We made a deal with the devil, and you're not here to protect me from it. Flash of it, yep. You're wrong, Gideon. You're just wrong. The stupid Pact deck killed us with the Pact, chat. Guy noodle, eh? So I mulliganed that second hand that had like Wrath and Lightning Helix and lands in it because my opponent was showing Yorion. Yorion usually implies something more controlling.
This is a plane worth saving. It's time to give up. No, I don't think so.
Hey, chat. These Gideons are going the distance. They're going for speed. I technically missed 4 points of life here. It doesn't matter against Gandalf, though.
I believe in you, friend.
Lordishker, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. It's a little loud when Gideon goes back to being a creature, back to being a planeswalker. "9 a.m. PT has passed, and still there was no ban list update." Sag. Very, very Sag, chat. Very Sag.
I will lend you my strength.
I got my red counter spell up here. Your move, Yugi boy. I never knew I needed Jeff to hear Jeff say Sag before. Hey, here's a question. Can someone correct me on this if I'm wrong? If I -6 this, it stays in play as a 4/4 creature till end of turn, right? Judge? It's still a planeswalker as well. Okay.
I believe in you.
Yeah, Sarkhan's different. With Sarkhan, they stop being creatures. Or stop being planeswalkers to become creatures. Alright, so... Weepers. And Helix is out. Chandra's in. So you probably leave these rip-aparts in. Let's get like finish a Teferi. Birth doesn't do a whole lot here. I want to leave in some births to help me at my land drops, but that's it. Okay, Gatherer says he still dies. God bless. So you're saying there's a chance, chat? When you say Jund, what deck are you referring to? Yeah, Jund what? Jund Food, Jund Company, Jund Midrange, Jund Control, some other random brew. You know, Jund, Jeff. Jund. I mean, to set a low bar, Jund Food doesn't get worse. "20 swamps, forests, and mountains." I mean, that's actually 20 swamps, forests, and mountains is all colorless, and Jund is green, black, and red, chat. So technically, that is not a Jund deck, it's a colorless deck. Junk Reanimator with Salvage and Harvest, or Mardu Reanimator with Looting. Why not both, Bob? For your build around, I have 4-color Reanimator written down for reference. I'm happy to do just 1 color, but I think I want to try 4-color. Like, Grizzly salvaging into Faithless Looting sounds great. And Grizzly Salvage, like, fixes your mana a little bit, too, which is helpful. Hey, Pengu Power, thanks for the sub-gift. Thank you for the 43 months, Captain. It's a long time. Welcome back.
The virtue of this world. The land fights for us.
Land ain't fighting for no one now. It's possible to do a rock style deck. I would encourage you to check out the green-black Magecraft deck that's up on my website. Has big rocky vibes to it. You find a deck list up there for that, as well as a video of it being played. A less Magecrafty build will likely be possible when Tireless Tracker is a card that we want. And the format real bad. Joke's on you, opponent. My hand sucks. Hey, thanks, Super Strange. Yeah, I had intended to post a top 5 video last weekend, and then, like, we took the kids out to a state park, and then we had a birthday party for Declan, and time just completely got away from me. So, I'm planning to post the top 5 this weekend for sure. Man, I don't think we'd lost to our own Chance for Glory trigger at all the previous 2 or 3 times we played this deck, and it's happened a couple of times today. I think I might be ready for... This set's been rough. Yeah, I think I might be ready for some Teamer Planeswalkers. Hey, thanks to whoever just checked out the Star Trek promo. Appreciate you supporting my content with that. Sure to drop me a DM with the screenshot of your account if you'd like a free gift sub later today as a thank you. If you watched Invincible on Amazon Prime yet, I am not familiar with what that is. What am I currently watching? Netflix. I'm currently watching Altered Carbon on Netflix. It's my current binge of choice. The gory superhero cartoon. I'm not super big into animated things. I watched was it Return to Jupiter, or whatever the Netflix specific superhero thing was with real people. I liked that. J-Dubs, thanks for the 2 months. Yes, the world building in Altered Carbon is very good. I agree with that. Jupiter's Legacy, yeah, that one. As a lurker for a year now, but it's crazy to think there was a time when I would watch you, and when Pioneer got announced, everybody thought Historic was dead in the water. I mean, so realistically, Peachy, I think there's a good chance that, like, the hype and pushback around Pioneer and like, Historic at the same time kind of helped shape what Historic actually ended up being, because I think a lot of pushback from people like myself and others made them realize they needed to do something with Historic that made it feel unique. And honestly, they've done a great job with it, right? Like, I would be surprised if Wizards had intended for Historic to be what it is today when they first announced it. I think what it's come into, what it's come into on its own as it's developed has been really good. You're sick of the superhero genre? I love the adult superhero shows. Someone mentioned The Boys. Yeah, I watched through The Boys on Amazon Prime. That one's good. Yeah, Hollow Knight isn't a style of game that I really enjoy playing. Hollow Knight both doesn't really have that deep of a story in the way I like my games to have stories, and it's one of those get good games. I don't play games to get good, chat. I play games to have fun. I'm a dirty casual. sky, Noodle. I mean, they want magic in general.
Now it's my turn.
They want magic in general to be a standard. Have you ever thought about getting an Xbox, not tempted with the Game Pass offerings? There is no compelling reason for a person who has access to a high-end gaming PC to buy an Xbox. I'm not quite sure. I guess I understand why the Xbox exists. It's like a fine budget system if you can't afford a high-end PC, but like, as someone who has like multiple high-end gaming PCs in my house, there's no reason to buy an Xbox. Are there Xbox exclusives that don't show up on PC? There's sports games. Like the Game Pass exists on PC.
Virtue will always triumph. I've been waiting for this.
I mean, you can play couching single player games on your gaming PC. But like, you know, if you're gonna buy a console and like you have a gaming PC like I do, there's no reason to buy the Xbox over a PlayStation. Like the PlayStation has a bunch of great exclusives. There are still accessibility issues with getting a what's it called?
No, I don't think
With
so.
getting the consoles. But that's not a console exclusive issue either, right? Like there's issues getting graphics cards right now too. There's just a physical hardware shortage shit.
You hold no power over me.
Lose the game? No, I don't think I will.
Justice cannot be killed.
Please don't bounce, my boy. That would not be great for us. Things that would end poorly are Gideon getting bounced. Yikes! Poor Chad. At least we didn't lose the game. And they have Azcant to clear the brainstorm here too. Oh, these are indestructible.
Count on a rematch.
That's damage I didn't need to take. You have a game pick for when I finish Ghost? I do not. Kind of. I'm going to be playing the new Ratchet and Clank game shortly after that comes out. I had a donation for that, so it depends. It depends on how long it takes me to finish Ghosts. That might be the next thing that I play because We're probably going to take a week or so off from doing variety games when HA5 releases to do extra magic. I did do Nier Automata. I also, like, had people tell me that I should set the game to easy to do the tutorial, though.
It's just you and me.
Yeah, probably wait if you haven't crafted Prismari commands yet. Sometimes lucky, chat. I was really surprised they didn't clear their brainstorm with the Azcanta. Opponent getting punished for a bad attack there. They shouldn't have attacked with their 4/4 because I had a free block. And then our removal spell letting Gideon chunk through there. Yeah. I know we won that last one. I think I'm going to be done with this one for today. It was a little bit of a mess set. Kind of just got every good deck we played against, we kind of just got picked apart. I feel like that really that set really highlighted some of the weaknesses and issues with this deck versus the Jeskai Chance for Glory deck. Like, this deck it's okay, but it's definitely more susceptible to, like, discard and counter spells than something like the Jeskai Vondrok deck, which you haven't seen that one before. In here somewhere, right? So many decks, chat. This is one of the many other decks you could find up on my website, and I think this is kind of like basically a more competitive version, because you have, like, things like Narset and Search for Glory to help you assemble combo pieces, and then, like, Vondrok lets you go infinite. So I think it's just a better version of what this red-white Chance is looking to do. Don't go anywhere yet, though. We're not done with Magic. We've got a sweet